Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James, and today I'm joined by Damo Camilleri and Matto Phillips. We're in video again. I've sorted my shit out, I think. Oh, Damo's telling a ghost story.
No, right? I was like, maybe I could do with some extra lighting. I was like, oh, that's right.
In the best twist of all time, this is like a ghost story episode. And we've gone up
Like,
a few weeks too late for Halloween.
Oh, weird one. That.
So, today's episode, we're as per a suggestion that you made, Matto, we're discussing the different kind of online, I guess, services across your different consoles and hell, even PC as well. The likes of PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus, Games with Gold, Game Pass, Nintendo Switch Online, etc., etc., etc. Because I mean, I don't know what you were thinking necessarily when you suggested it, but I'm thinking they're going to be a big point of difference for a lot of people when it comes to this next generation of consoles, because I don't know about the both of you, but I don't think there'll be much of a difference between the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet, technically, and it might just be like down to the games and then the extra software that might set them apart. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I reckon the same, because they are pretty similar now as you look at it, but apart from exclusive games, and you sort of see the whole Games Pass and all that now slowly creeping in.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I reckon when it comes to the next generation, I feel like it's going to get bigger. I don't know how or what, but it's sort of what's going on.
We're not paid to know. It's all right.
Yeah, no,
We can speculate.
I like it. It's like
So
it pretty much sums up whatever they're gonna do will just be bigger. It's like, this controller is now fucking massive. Enjoy it if you have gold. Yeah!
you
I'm so glad we're back in video again.
You can play with two controllers at the same time.
Oh, yeah, you can do.
That's great.
We saw what Smash Brothers was doing.
Oh, you
Here's
thought that was
5
easy?
controllers.
Oh, you thought it was easy with one controller. Try it with two controllers.
With AR that has somebody punch you in the face.
Boom.
Was it the South Park Smell-O-Vision?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, tried that out at EB Expo at one point. Holy shit.
I think a lot of people are dying. You just see some of the reactions where they smell stuff. You just go, yeah.
Oh yeah, when it finally hits your nose, it's intense.
It's just that sudden hit, like, oh.
Yeah, that was a rough EB Expo, that one.
Yeah. What are we talking about again?
The different services. Your suggestion, different services.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
so
just went a bit off track.
Maybe we start at the top with, I guess, like Games with Gold versus PlayStation Plus, which I guess are the two big ones that most people think of, because they're the ones that they get you your online access at the same time. I'm glad we sorted out your camera beforehand, Damo.
There's nothing. I think nothing I do is gonna make me happy though. Like, I need to legit have something here, but I have nothing.
That's all right. We'll sort you out. So PlayStation Plus versus Games with Gold. Where do we stand on those? So I mean, both of them get you a few games each month. I guess the quality of the games probably differs from month to month. Is there a particular platform? I mean, some of us spend more time on PlayStation than Xbox, or vice versa. But is there a particular preference that either of you have at all? Even if it's just down to like the way that the store works and the presentation and all that sort of stuff. Any preferences at all?
I mean, PlayStation Store is still fucking messy. It's
How so?
So annoying. Oh, it's just the amount of times I've gone to claim games on Gold and games with PlayStation Plus, and it's like, oh, sorry, you added that game. Cool, we're gonna take you out of that screen where you could have just added all the games to your cart. Even if you're on the website, it's an annoying, infuriating system, slow to navigate. It's nothing about it is like, this is definitely the best thing in the world. I mean, I don't get that tech companies have shittier websites than my MySpace page used to be.
I'm glad I'm not the other one that thinks that.
Yeah, no, the store's not great. I don't think the Xbox's is either, to be honest.
Oh no, it's not.
Especially
it's been a while since I've done the Xbox thing.
I reckon it took me about 10 minutes to try and figure out how to get Games Pass once. Because
Oh, it's ridiculous.
it couldn't tell me to go exactly to Games Pass. You just go, oh, go here, then go here, and then go here, then go back here, then go back there, and then go here. And then, oh, there's your Games Pass. Like, you could have just done that in one click.
And have you tried to merge your Games Pass, like your Game Pass and your
don't even
Xbox
talk about that.
games with gold?
I did that. That took me half an hour to find.
That was ridiculous. I think I had to do it on the computer in the end.
Yeah, so
Are we doing Games Pass or games with gold, or is it just the same?
Like games with gold, your Xbox Live Gold thing, you know, what gets you online and you get your couple of games a month, and then Game Pass being the one that's like that your Netflix style subscription service where they give you.
Yeah.
Well, there's just like everything there. Like I mean, we'll spend more time on that bit later, but yeah, that was to kind of merge those two into Ultimate. That was a nightmare.
Oh, what was?
Do we have a preference of the two?
It really depends on the games that are out that month. I find.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what have you found? And Matto, you are now messing around in both ecosystems. Like, have you lent one way or the other in terms of is PlayStation providing better games overall?
More
or
Sony.
Xbox?
I say Sony because most of their monthly games are sort of exclusive games.
Yeah.
So like your Detroit Becoming Human, Uncharted 4. I don't think God of War's been up yet, has it?
No, it's available on PlayStation now, which we'll get to later.
And
that's a whole other
God of
issue
War
for us. But
3. God of War 3 was free.
God of War 3 was at one point. The Last of Us just super recently.
And what was the game I brought? The last month that it came out this month, was it Noah or Noia?
Oh, Neo.
Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neo.
Yeah, I brought that game there a month later. Oh, it's here. You can have it for free. Like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Every
possibly
time.
one of the worst feelings in this whole... Like, if you play games, it's almost the worst feeling in the world. You buy the game and then it's free the next month, or like a ridiculous sale comes along.
I think the worst one I had was like I got a hockey game for PS4. It was like $30. I thought, oh cool. Then looked over at Xbox Gold. It was free. And I did even look at Xbox Gold. I thought, oh, why didn't I look there as well?
That's nasty.
It is nasty.
But I mean,
I
that's
was
the
like,
worst thing.
oh well.
Like, unless really you are buying games,
Yeah.
like to review them or play them quickly because your catalog's messed up. There's almost no reason anymore to buy a game when it comes out.
It's getting that way.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
closely,
the sales are nuts. I mean, it's the same as like on Steam. It's like anything you wanted to buy on Steam. It was like, why'd you buy that? It's like, oh, because it was, it's available. It's like 2 weeks later, the summer sales hit, and it's like, that game was 99.99% off. We'll actually fucking pay you. Have fun. Yeah. It's like, oh my god, Steam, calm down. I was gonna buy games, all right. But yeah, it's insanity. Like, I mean, what was I gonna buy? I mean, I was gonna buy that Neo, whatever its game.
Yeah, Neo.
Is,
So Neo is a game they absolutely need to put on.
Neil.
Yeah.
Neo. It's but then it was like,
Neil
oh,
deGrasse
look,
Tyson on your screen all the time.
it's free. Like, cool. I mean, I was gonna pick it up pre-owned, but it's better that my subscription paid for it somehow.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole other like weird layer to it where I don't think the developers aren't allowed to, or the publishers aren't allowed to disclose like how those deals with PlayStation, Xbox actually work. Like how much because it ultimately is like, we expect you to sell this much, so here's X amount of dollars. Or sorry, here's how many copies we expect to give away on Plus or Games with Gold. So here's a fat sack of cash. Enjoy. And then in the case of something like Rocket League, where it was free on PlayStation Plus and then became like the biggest game in the world for, well, quite some time, I think they totally underestimated how many copies that they'd ultimately be giving away free that month. And I reckon, well, it's a good thing the game was super successful after the PlayStation Plus period, because I suspect Psyonix was kind of shortchanged at first.
Yeah, but I
They
mean,
couldn't have known.
No one knew that game was going to launch, and it was free. It was like, oh shit, you got to get on this same game, son.
Yeah, it's like the biggest thing in the world now, and now it's on everything.
It is.
Matto, have there been any particular games from Xbox that they've given away free over the journey that's not Game Pass that you've kind of latched onto?
That's not Game Pass, you said?
Yeah, it's just your stock standard 2 or 3 a month or whatever it is.
Oh, Darksiders 3 I got.
Was that on Xbox?
not Xbox. That was PlayStation. We talk about Xbox or?
Yeah, we'll jump
PlayStation?
across to Xbox. Is there anything that they're giving away on Xbox that you've enjoyed over the journey? Because I struggle when I think of Xbox.
I'd say no. I have looked at it, and there's not many games. There's like old games you've never heard of. I thought, never heard of that, or some game that I've never heard of. Like, what is it?
I mean, that is one thing that I do appreciate about what they're doing, though. They are giving away like old OG Xbox or Xbox 360 games. Holy shit,
like
Damo!
Star Wars.
Your eyebrows now. That is
Yeah, I
on
know,
point.
right?
Yeah, let's stick with that. No, let's stick with
He's
that.
still looking at stuff. Oh.
Audio listeners, you need to go check out the video at about this point right now, this
crazy.
point in time, and see
You got a
how
torch?
Damo looked there, because that was
You
awesome.
got a torch, Damo? Just put it under your head.
Yeah, that's it.
No, Matt, I'm with you though. Like Xbox is not like shooting the lights out when it comes to the new releases, but I think they get off the hook because they give away those old 360 games or those old original Xbox games.
It's not like your big AAA games or anything that have come out in the last 2 years or so, but I do like what they're doing. They're just old classic games that you may have forgotten about, because I think over the last couple of months they've sort of had a few old Star Wars games for free.
Yeah. They,
And like Star Wars Commando was one.
Yeah, I think Jedi Academy maybe as well. Like
Yeah, and there was one more.
They've
I
put
can't
out some
remember
good
the
ones,
other
yeah. Star Wars has been well looked after. It's been pretty well serviced from them.
If it wasn't for a movie coming out this year, I don't know what it'd be like.
Well, I
But-
mean, there's this week, the week this goes live, we do have Jedi Fallen Order as well. So
Oh yes.
We do too.
So
I totally knew that was coming out this week.
and The Mandalorian.
Is that coming out
totally
this
knew
week?
that was coming
That's
out
this week too on Disney Plus. Well, Australia's meant to get it a week after, but the best response.
You know, that works so well for Game of Thrones. Oh, and the Lego movie. Yeah. Oh, the Lego movie twice. I love that. That when they were like, hey, how did you feel about slowly releasing movies throughout the thing? It's like, yeah, we just proved that Australia is a pirate.
But
And they're like, awesome.
here's the real kicker.
And then they-
Europe doesn't
they-
get The Mandalorian
and they-
until March.
What?
They don't
Who?
get Europe doesn't get The Mandalorian / Disney Plus until March. Yeah,
Europe.
yeah, Europe.
So everyone's going to be watching it in Europe.
It's
when
basically
comes.
like America and Canada on the 12th this week, Australia the 19th, and then Europe like March. It's ridiculous. I don't get
Oh,
it.
I suppose they're very much more tight with their torrenting and
Well,
VPNs exist.
Well, yeah, there's that. I mean, and it could also be one of those cases where maybe like the old partnerships with whoever used to stream Disney stuff maybe needs to end or something like that. Whereas I think in Australia, and we're spinning right off here, but like what Stan has done, I think, because they used to have a whole bunch of the Disney movies, I think they managed to agree to something.
Well, Disney owns Stan.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah, because
That
Disney
makes
owns
it easier.
Hulu, and Hulu owns Stan, so...
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. All right, shifting back to game stuff. Because
Yeah.
Star Wars is awesome. The games on Xbox that are Star Wars are awesome. Jedi Fallen Order is probably awesome, and let's hope that
We hope.
Episode 9 and The Mandalorian are as well. So, those are kind of the traditional kind of what gets you online, and then the games that come with it. And it seems like we've kind of fallen on the PlayStation side for that. So shifting on to the next thing, which I think should, in my opinion, be a unanimous vote going the other direction. Xbox Game Pass versus PlayStation Now.
Well, how can you rate PlayStation Now when it's not released in Australia?
Yeah, it's a landslide victory for Game Pass in that
It
regard.
makes no
because
sense.
We don't have it here.
I mean, the advertising for it's good. Get 700 plus games, great, but
Damo,
I
you
can't
know
play any of them.
about Game Pass?
I know about Game Pass. I mean, even if it was available in Australia, like the Go, PlayStation Go, or whatever it's called, PlayStation Play Go,
Oh yeah,
whatever it's called.
Now.
Even if that was available right now, it doesn't matter because
Now.
you can't play it on your computer.
No,
No.
PlayStation
No, you
Now.
can.
You can.
You
No, you
can
can. You can.
Get fucked.
From
This is when has PlayStation teamed up with these PC scum ever?
Oh,
yeah,
bullshit.
and I mean, hell, Death Stranding's coming to PC, but you can play God of War, as in the 2018 God of War, on a PC.
What's this shit?
The special lighting effects, but
This is our special edition video is
Spooktacular.
working perfectly this time.
Spectacular.
But I mean, I think the PlayStation Now service is good. It's just we don't have it, and I don't understand why. Because they've even, when it comes to PS4 games, you can download those games to your system now. It used to be a time where you had to stream it only because they bought. I've forgotten the name of the company. Gaikai was the company they bought years ago, who were like some streaming tech company, and they wanted to kind of make sure, I guess, their purchase was worth it. But it was last year or maybe earlier this year where they decided, okay, we need to support downloads here because people want it. No one's getting PlayStation Now in regions where you actually could. No one was getting it because the latency that comes with streaming is not great. So you could download your PS4 games. You can't download PS3 games, even though they're on PlayStation Now, and I think that's an issue.
And PS2 games?
Maybe that'd be awesome if that's the case.
I
think it's all an issue.
Need for Speed Underground 2 was available on this service.
I mean, did it come to PS3? Because that might be a
No,
way.
But that's besides the point.
Was there a remaster that talks about that game?
No idea.
No?
I mean,
That'd be nice.
It's the same thing as Cadbury turning around saying, I mean, Cadbury Marble's not off the table. It's like, yeah, because everyone fucking wants it. Of course it's not off the table. It's the same thing they said about EA, Underground remake. It's like, it's not off the table. It's like, yeah, but you're not going to do anything about it. You're just going to dangle the carrot in front of people's faces so they keep buying freaking Need for Speed. Oh, what is it you get? It's off topic. This is like Patch Notes Volume 3.
No, I mean, now that we're back in video, this is so traditionally patched. This is awesome. But no, I agree with your point.
I just need to eat a sandwich. No, look, I guess PlayStation Go now, play App Store thing. Okay, now. Fuck.
Or never in this case.
Now or never.
Bang.
That just sounds really weak to me. It's like, hey, let's reinvent the wheel, even though this company over here that we hate did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, let's release it slowly. Let's not enable downloads. Let's not give.
It was typical PlayStation though, in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it's probably not surprising though, I guess. The PS3 thing's weird. I think that's only a byproduct of the fact that what they did to the PS3 back in the day was kind of shit.
Yeah.
The way it was kind of developed in the cell architecture and all that sort of stuff, they were trying to make it so unique that they've created
The
this
Blu-ray player.
Well, the Blu-ray's fine, but they kind of created a rod for their back, and I think they've struggled to fix that one up, and I think that's why we have the backwards compatibility issues as well. But that's a whole other thing as well. All right, what do we think about what Nintendo is doing with their Nintendo Switch Online? Damo, you can speak to that one far more because you are a Switch Online person, as am I. But
I mean,
so do we even talk about Xbox yet, or just talk about?
No, I mean Game Pass. Oh yeah, I suppose Game Pass.
I mean Game Pass is like, well, what can we say that people already don't know? It's like, it's phenomenal. It works. It's great. It's got a great library. It's
you literally got
cheapish.
Gears of War 5 for $1.
Yeah,
The Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, true. You even got it the Ultimate Edition, which meant you played it 3 days before all the rest of the plebs. So
You also got the Outer Worlds.
Yeah,
Wait, what? Outer Worlds. Dude.
Yeah, you can play Outer Worlds. You can just play on Game Pass.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
And that's
on
PlayStation
and on your
doing the same
PC.
thing. Oh wait,
Xbox owns them, and the fact that it works across PC is handy as well. It's the best service of the lot.
You want it,
But Nintendo
Online.
Talk to me about your love of Nintendo Online, or lack of.
they're clever in the sense that before they released online, they released hardware versions of everything they gave us. They're very clever. They gave us the SNES Mini, and then they released the SNES Online, and then they released the SNES Mini, and now they've got the SNES Online, which they update constantly. There's always 4 games. I was gonna say 100 games, and it's like a game or so a month with SP editions to make it easier for all the people outside our generation who suck at games.
Losers.
It's like, actually, the Zelda's too hard to play. It's like, yeah,
shut up, scrub.
It is.
Yeah,
so
get
good.
good.
Yeah, have a
There we go.
Battletoads game. Have a nice, easy Battletoads game to play.
Oh,
And also, here's
you'll
Dark
love it.
Souls.
But
Here's your
I mean,
choice: Battletoads or Dark Souls.
But
I honestly couldn't tell you which one I'd hate more. Like, and I mean that in like the nice way.
Yeah, yeah. But Nintendo aren't doing great in the online department. Like,
like PlayStation, they never
I
have.
kind of agree when my friend says I shouldn't have to fucking pay for this. I shouldn't have to pay to have a SNES on my Switch. Like, the shit's that old now, and it's not of any true value. Like, we've brought it so many freaking times. We've done so many things to have these games. Like, you're stinging us again. And I know it costs me $6 a year because I'm on a family membership. So it's like,
How good is that, by the way?
whatever. That's genius. That's like mega bonus points for them. But it's like, at the same time, it's so limited in what Nintendo want to give you. It's like, hey, you got the game vouchers. That's awesome. Oh, I can only buy 100% Nintendo IP stuff. That's not awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, your eShop's filled with awesome things. I can't navigate shit, so I have to read it every week.
Yeah, that's horrific. Yeah, I was trying to find something the other day, and I just like the surf. I mean, there's the search function there, but just I thought out of interest, I'd go and do a bit of dive and have a bit of a look, and it was an absolute shit show.
Yeah, I mean, you can just go alphabetically and just go A, and then search all the A titles with B, and that's clever. That's really clever, but it's just like, oh man, like I have to search it every week now and put things in my to watch list. But then even then, you never know when what you want is on sale. Like, at least Steam gives you an email. I don't know. I've never used PlayStation Store to buy things outside of Plus, so
Yeah.
well, I don't know if that's a thing. Ooh, did my screen go yellow? Dude,
Your lighting is good now.
Did you get a
my
notification?
bald head has slowly sweated enough to reflect the light. But no, I mean, Nintendo. Yeah, it's apples and oranges. Like, you're talking about a weaker version of all the consoles and PC. Talking there. I mean, if they enable crossplay on more things, that's cool. I know Rocket League and Minecraft,
Yep.
cross-platform, but like, make things that are cross-platform. You don't need Nintendo Online. Like,
Yeah.
I know that sucks, and it's like that can be tricky, but it might be just as simple as ticking a box or whatever. But yeah, Nintendo aren't. I love them. And I love you guys, and I love all the indie people that keep putting your games on the Switch. Like Roof Rage or Roof Fire. Fuck, I can't remember.
Roof seal. The roof seal.
Roof.
That's
But, no, like, and I love it, and but yeah, that's not Nintendo Online features, and it sucks that even the Kirby game, it's like you jump in on so many games, and it's like, and you've been booted. It's like, I know it's not my speed. Like, I mean, it sucks as bad as like back in the day when you would play well, you never did, but Monster Hunter like 3.
No, the
Played
old
that
ones I didn't.
online. You play it online on your DS, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then someone from another country would join. I'm not going to mention. Just say that it rhymes with hey ho, and like all of a sudden they would be like there, and then you'd be like, what are you doing? Your internet is that bad. You're like, you can't play. What are you doing? Like, get it out, go away. And you couldn't boot them or anything. It was just so yeah. I'm glad
Nintendo didn't give you enough of those features to actually do it.
No. But yeah, there we go. And that's Nintendo Online has always been a joke.
Well, their online is kind of historically a bit of a joke. How did it hold up when Smash came out? Did it just buckle?
No,
Did it
that was the
actually go
thing
okay?
everyone said. There was a whole bunch of people that were like, "Oh, this is terrible," and I'm like, "I've had no bad experience." And like, I played it pretty early on the, when it's released online. I play it like especially with friend to friend. It was pretty good online. But then yeah, I've had quite a fair amount of bad experiences now. Either lag, and then like a lot of people bro stock, so they'll just walk off the edge, and it's like, I don't want your fucking bro stock. I'm done. This is bullshit. I shouldn't have to be in this terrible like whatever. And I get it, but yeah, it's not always great. And it's the same as Mario Kart. Like you try and do that online, and you're just like, oh, this is not great. Like, but that being said, sometimes their wireless is even worse than their online. It's a big killer.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fair. We've been doing such a good job in the last few months of he's not that he's followed through yet, but prepping Matto to buy a Switch, and I think we just unraveled it all in that moment.
Oh,
No,
It's actually the best service ever.
Probably did the best thing ever, because now he's going to be like, well, now the truth comes out. I know the cons; they're not that bad. Hey, Paul's going to buy me a Switch.
Hey, there was a game that almost convinced me the other day. What was it? The Stretcher?
The Stretcher.
Ring Fit.
The Stretcher.
It's where it's like a 2-player game where you have a stretcher, you have to carry people.
Oh, I don't know this
on a
one.
stretcher. Yeah, I don't know where I saw. I thought I want to buy that game. Looks
is this
hilarious.
like Overcooked, but you're a medic?
Oh my god, that sounds fucking phenomenal.
I think I would say it'd be better than Overcooked. It looks
Nothing's
more
better
exciting
than
than Overcooked.
Except for Camped Out from the team at Inca Studios. Plug. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good job.
I'll take my royalties in check form.
In bottle caps.
Thanks, Andrew, who's possibly listening to this and refusing to ever talk to me again.
The stretchers. Oh my shit! What the hell?
Are you looking at it?
We're definitely going to have to dive into this more later on. Alright, so kind of into some of the miscellaneous bits and pieces. So we've got things like EA's Origin / the EA Access stuff, because obviously Origin is kind of a storefront, like Steam.
You're like Steam.
Epic Game Store, Uplay, all those sorts of things. Do we dabble with any of these at all? Steam, I think, is obviously one that we have, but
nah, that's my PC forever.
Yeah.
Which one's Origin?
That's the EA
Origin's the EA
version.
Okay. What was the latest thing they had?
On Origin.
Yeah, didn't they do something to piss everyone off?
No, but just as of like a week or two ago, they decided they were going to make Origin available via Steam, so you don't have to get the Origin browser anymore. Like it's still a subscription. EA Access is still a subscription thing, but you don't have to go through Origin to do it now. You can just make your subscription on Steam. EA still gets your money, but you can play it on the platform online storefront, whatever that you prefer, which I think a smart decision. Not to mention EA Access has just recently finally come across the PlayStation as well, which wasn't an EA thing, that was a PlayStation thing, and the fact they didn't want it because they deemed it to not be enough value for their consumers. Meanwhile, Xbox was giving it. Well, I mean, did you see the games EA was putting out?
Yeah, Anthem, no. But there's some old games there too.
Anthem, I mean, you just kind of went, yeah.
So
you start with Anthem and you go, oh shit, right, there's Battlefront.
Can only get better from there.
All the way from A to ooh.
Yeah, then you go to B and you're like, oh, Battlefront 2. Alright, let's try C.
4. Do they have a C game?
I don't
D,
know.
Dragon Age, there you go, that improves it.
Well, Dragon Age Inquisition was good.
Not 2, don't talk about 2.
No, we don't talk about 2.
That is awful.
Yeah, I'm starting to struggle to go through the alphabet of EA, but EA Sports for E. Anyway,
it's in the game.
That's a lie now. It's no longer in the game.
No,
that's why I haven't heard that slogan in years. They still use it?
F?
I don't know what G is.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're spinning off. Yeah, we're definitely spinning off again. So Steam, obviously, I think we all can kind of agree, good service. They do a good job. There's problems, but they're mostly pretty good. Is anyone using the what do we call it?
Wasn't the whole Borderlands issue that it was going to be on Origin?
No,
Epic Game Store. Yeah,
and then everyone was giving Borderlands 2 bad reviews on Steam or something like that because it wasn't on Steam.
Yeah, they review bombed
angry
because
they
review bombed Borderlands 2 because Borderlands 3 wasn't going to be on Steam. They wanted to make their statement to Gearbox, and they couldn't do it.
And
to
Gearbox were like, "Oh no!
Oh, what a shame!
We've sold so many copies of isn't isn't reviewing well. Fuck me, guys. You're really showing. Oh, as they bathe in the money of all those nerds. Like,
Just,
oh, we don't have any pre-orders.
there's your image of like a stripped down Randy Pitchford washing himself with dollar bills.
Oh, hey guys, want your gold keys? Oh, too bad. Too bad it's not on Steam.
I got 20-something of them now. I've been following that Twitter account. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
I've got to do
I
more
keep
of that.
forgetting. Yeah, I'll say, I'll go, okay, I'll get that. I should get those gold keys. I just forget.
And the fact that you don't even need to be in the game anymore, you can just do it on their, like, on the
just
shift
do it from the tweet.
site, like, which is, I need to do that. I keep looking like I should do that, and I don't.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So do all these companies have their own Game Pass now? Does Steam have a Game Pass thing?
I mean, they're not necessarily, like, when it comes to PC, they're not necessarily like Game Pass things. They're more like storefronts. Like,
Oh, no,
Origin is a
Origin
storefront
is.
for EA stuff.
Origin's got a Game Pass sort of thing.
Well, that's the EA Access though.
Yeah,
So
and
you've got
Origin.
Humble.
Origin, which is the storefront, and then EA Access is their subscription service.
I think Humble has one,
Origin does have a.
which would be
subscription.
Steam, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then obviously you got Steam, which isn't doing anything like that. You've got, but I mean, you got your different storefronts. So is anyone using the Epic Game Store?
No, because it's not in Australian dollars. That's my problem with it.
Oh,
Because
I haven't
only in
actually
US.
bought anything. I just keep taking the free games they give.
Yeah, because I think the currency's in US, not Australian. Because I
Oh,
always
really?
got caught out. I always got caught out with that with the Division 2. I thought,
$60.
oh, cool.
Awesome.
Like $60, cool. Then it went through, it was like 110. Like, whoa, hang on here. Hang on.
Currency
And
can
then-
just kick your ass.
So Humble, yeah. So with Steam, redeem on Steam. So Steam kind of has a pass. So you can just use Humble Bundle, yeah. And for $12 a month, like right now. So if you did this month's thing, you'd get more December the 6th. So you get Yakuza, Soul Calibur, and My Time in Portia.
Yeah.
Portia.
But I mean, the thing is that like I mean, Humble Bundle kind of works on its own thing. It's just like they've got these codes for you, and it's just like, oh, here's a code to unlock this now on Steam. Like, it's not necessarily a Steam thing. It's just that it's almost like
Yeah.
Humble Bundle's bought up 1 million copies of whatever or codes for this, and now they're just doling them out to you.
Yeah, but now they've got the monthly subscription, so you can get continuous games for $12.
It's kind of handy.
I mean, like November, it was Call of Duty, Crash to Insanity, the Crash games, the Spyro, Evergarden, some tank thingy.
Tanks.
I mean, it kind of looks
of
pretty
tanks.
cool, and it's cool because they're like eight games, $229 of value for $12. Like, and I don't know, like but it also supports charities, which I think look
That's
overall. If I had to subscribe to something, gun to my head, I would probably go with Xbox because fuck it, I don't even have one, but like I still believe that
I've got
Humble's
two.
Grouse. Like you can become like a sponsor of them, and you can like give people cheaper codes, and they pay you back, and then you can add that money to more charities. It's all pretty cool.
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
interesting thing you said though about your like as much as you were kind of, I think, trying to be tongue in cheek with your Xbox comment, you don't need an Xbox anymore. That's the weird thing that they've kind of done to themselves with Game Pass being as good as it is. Like, if you want to play Gears 5,
can play it on PC.
past Gears games, you'd have to get on a console, but now you can just play it on PC, and all
So
the
if-
So it's all games. All games work on PC,
Not
or is
all.
it only select?
not all PC will work on console. For example, because we're talking some ultra keyboard and mouse games. But even then, they're releasing a keyboard and mouse setup for Xbox so that you can play PC games on your Xbox if that's what you want as well. But it's kind of not all games on Xbox you can play on a PC, but not all games you can play on PC you can play on Xbox. But it's the majority of them. And Gears 5, for example, is one of those. And then you've got controller support on all these things, so you could just connect your Xbox One controller to your PC, and there you go, you're playing Gears. Or Halo Infinite when it comes out next year, or whatever comes out on Scarlet.
Worlds.
It's a weird sort of setup. Yeah, Outer Worlds. It's a
Forza.
strange. Yeah. Like, you
So
don't.
not all games. It's just whatever they allow to go on to PC. probably just answered that. But
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, it's almost gotten to the point now. If we put a game on Game Pass, it's on PC as well.
yeah,
Like the library's pretty impressive, and they're kind of filling in the gaps as they go. So it'll be kind of curious to see how that one kind of develops. But at the end of the day, like if you wanted to get an Xbox, if you've got a good PC at this point, I'd almost turn around and say, no, don't waste your time. You may as well get, like, just maintain that PC, upgrade it as you need to or whatever, and just get a Game Pass subscription and you're good to
pay
go.
And all it is $5 a month, and that's it.
Yeah.
So about half the
$5.
library at the moment, but that's okay.
But they'll be boosting it all the time. And and like Halo's coming. They're starting with Reach, and then they're just going to go through all the Halo games. Some of these games having never been available on PC, and they're coming to PC now.
I mean, just looking at it from the beginning. I mean, City Skylines, this is like a huge thing. Outer Worlds. I mean, Bad North. Like, who doesn't like Bad North? Metro. Dishonored 2. Enter the Gungeon. Oh my God.
And all these games that you could buy on Steam potentially, or Epic Game Store, you can get free with Game Pass, and you get Game Pass on PC, and you're good to go. Like it's a crazy little setup, and I don't know how Xbox can afford to be doing it, but they are, and it's working.
No,
well.
I guess
they can easily afford it because they're made of money, but I don't know how they can be looking at it and going, "This is good for us."
I mean, maybe it gets people talking about it. Enough people play it. Enough people use their services, and then like, oh yeah, oh too bad, I will buy that Xbox controller, or hey, I'll buy this microtransaction, and they're taking a cut and stuff like that.
I mean, it'll be one of those things though when it comes to this time next year and Scarlet's about to come out. Like if they're turning around and saying, hey, you can play. Let's for the sake of it say Halo Infinite is not an Xbox One game and it's only a Scarlet game. They're saying that's not the case, and I believe them. But let's presume for the sake of it that it is. I'll now that I've got a decent sort of PC here, it's the sort of game where I might go, okay, maybe I play it on PC. I'm sure as hell not going to use a keyboard and mouse because I'm shit. But I'll connect my Xbox One controller up and I'll play it on PC and I'll be fine. Like I've got that option. Why would I spend $600 or whatever it ultimately ends up being on an Xbox One? An Xbox Scarlet when I could just play it on PC. I've already got the PC. I'm good to go. So
yeah, I mean that's the thing though, right? So how many people nowadays have their tablet or have their laptop or have their whatever and they're like, oh fuck me, I don't want a computer. Oh sweet, the Scarlet comes out and it's like, hey, by the way, do you know this has Word on it now? You're like, fuck off. It's like, yeah, but this is a computer that you can just have permanently with a Game Pass, and it's all these games, but it can still do your goddamn homework on your TV. People are like, get out. No. That's sick. That's it. And that's what Xbox want to kill it. That's, to me, that's money. That's printed money right there. Because I can almost guarantee the amount of boomers. Sorry, I had to drop this somewhere.
Too many boomer references already.
Oh,
One
mate,
too many.
They're fantastic. All right, okay, boomers, tease up. Jesus. But no, it's, to me, it's brilliant. Like, I mean, what can PlayStation do? They can't really chuck Microsoft Word on there, can they? Like
TurboTax.
I mean, not that they want to, but if Xbox wanted.
Yeah.
Man, I got so mad about the Walkman, but we can discuss that after the podcast. Look it up. But that's it. Oh my god, I'm getting so passionate because I can see my face. Then it's like I just think that if Xbox to get a leg up in the next console war, they've got to go as far away from PlayStation as possible. They can't like, even with the Game Pass, it's awesome and everything like that. But when you got shit on PC and there's enough people doing PC, how do you win a console war? You provide a home computer that's a console. Like, you do what Nintendo did.
And then you got a controller.
You give them a Game Boy. You give them a Game Boy that you can plug into your TV. Like,
the crazy thing about this moment is here that we're waving around controllers, and I actually can't find a PlayStation controller, and I'm the PlayStation guy.
That's disgusting, Paul.
I've got a Pro controller for the Switch.
I've got a vape.
This
Righto.
one.
That one.
Hey.
Like there's devices everywhere, but good. It's so good being back in video. Any final kind of closing thoughts on this? Are there any I think that was actually a really important thing to keep in mind when it comes to this next console kind of generation, and how we might play Xbox, because I'm sure a lot of people will be considering that. Any kind of final thoughts at all?
I mean, I'm glad that Google's Stadia, whatever,
Oh yeah, there's that too.
just didn't even get a mention in this whole scenario, because that can fuck right off.
Well, I mean, it's not even coming to Australia at launch anyway. And
That's
probably
what
not
I
for
mean.
not
Like,
for
if it
quite some
was coming
time.
to Australia, I'd be like, oh yeah, man, that thing is gonna kick ass. And it's like, oh, Australia, your NBN's pretty shit. And we're like, we know. Come over here and fix it, Google.
You got the money, Google. Come on.
Yeah. But no, like, closing thoughts. It's these Game Passes are amazing. I'm not a fan because I'm really tired of paying for everything in my life, and I'm not just because I'm part of the free generation where Napster began. We just downloaded whatever, and we have been downloading whatever we wanted forever. It's yeah, yeah. It's not that. It's just that I already pay for my music. I pay for some subscriptions. I pay for cheaper shipping with Amazon. Do I want games that, I've already got so much media in my life? No, it's not for me, but it is for others. And I think that's I'm not, producing billions of dollars for these companies, but, as a collective, everyone else is. So that's cool.
They've got us covered.
Matto. Oh,
Matto?
Matto. Drinking. Oh, mid-question.
Better luck next time, Ubisoft.
Yeah, well, I mean, what is you play anyway? It's a waste of time. Get out of here.
$20 a month. I've got better stuff to do.
Yeah, I forget that they've got that service. It's far too expensive and you're not getting enough for it. Well, oh, great. I'm looking forward to playing.
Yeah, 10
Ghost
Assassin's
Recon
Creed
Break
games. Yay. And
I mean, I like Assassin's Creed, but if their new releases aren't any good, like Ghost Recon, get out of here. Stop wasting your time.
Ooh.
Them's fighting words, but the game is shithouse.
I hope old Granny and Watch Dogs is good.
Well, yeah, there could be that. And then there's an Assassin's Creed probably next year. And Beyond Good and Evil's coming, and Gods and Monsters. They've got some cool stuff. But while they're putting out shit, not even worth considering.
Yeah. Too bad.
But, yeah, any other thoughts at all? Or we wrap this bad boy up?
We can wrap it up.
Wrap it.
That's been another episode of Patched. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below here. Damo's up to something right now. I'll try and keep a straight face.
Oh,
while I
that's
do
better
this
in my
thing.
face.
Be
I
sure,
can't
like
see
all
now.
the buttons down below. That is awesome, Damo. Just stay as you are.
What the hell?
That's incredible.
Hang on.
It's almost like he green screened his body out. That's how effective that is. So if you've enjoyed it, like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below here. And oh jeez, you've got me so through. That'll get you access to episodes of Patch, The Insider, Player 2 Plays, like Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole lot more. Visit the website player2.net.au where you find reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news features, links to our podcast series, which obviously Patched you're possibly listening to right now or watching in video form, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and My Baby Dev Diary. I'm not turning the lights off. I'm not joining in on this, but holy shit,
Oh,
it's
this is
good.
bullshit.
Well, I can't.
Damo
I'm
has-
recording every video like this now. This is amazing. My eyebrows are on fleek.
You look like Andros from Star Fox.
Yeah, actually, there's something in that. Audio listeners, go and check it out, the video version.
That floating head.
We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au. Kick in a few bucks. At the lower tiers, you get early access to episodes, and at the higher tiers, you'll get some exclusives of a range of different sorts of things. That's cool stuff, so go and check it out. Then there's Twitter. Andros, where can you be found?
At Zombie Ghost Train. At Tacos Talks. Tacos Talks. I didn't change it. So it's at
Matto?
Tacos Talks.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for myself. The website's player2au. And until next time, our Halloween episode is a few episodes too late, but this could be an ominous sign of
Floating
what's to
head.
come.
Just like the Star Wars show.
Yeah.
We're a week behind.
Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.